All right, here we go. Let me get to my screen. And then we're just going to go for it. Right? Is it right there? What? Why is it doing this? It's not even going on. YouTube it is. Facebook. There we go. All right. Let's go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the worldwide internet, Big Daddy Shin's proud to present Worldwide Wednesday. All right, yes, the little early version. If you don't know who I am, yes, I am Big Daddy Shin, and it is early version of Worldwide Wednesday. I gotta just do this and get out. So today, very, very important thing for a lot of people. If you guys like this type of stuff, just let me know and we'll have more videos like this. So what a lot of people ask is, what's the best credit card you can get? 2021. All right. So I'm going to cut to the chase right now and I'm going to tell you what I got and then you can listen to the rest if you want to. Right? Yay. So recently, the one that I got was the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Okay, look it up. You can see what it is. And there's reasons why I got this card, but the Chase Sapphire Reserve. It's different from the preferred, but it's a reserve one. Okay, so I know I have younger people in here, so I have to explain on your credit. All right, I got to go in like 20 minutes, just so you know. All right, so with credit, right? It's very, very important. And a lot of people tell you that. They go, hey, dude or girl, your credit needs to be really awesome. It's like, yeah, whatever, right? But basically it comes down to this, the simple principles of this, okay? They say, hey, I don't have enough money to buy this thing. Can you let me borrow $100? You go, okay, can you pay me back? Yeah, I could pay it back. It's like, do you have a job? Well, yeah, I could. Okay, that's good enough, right? Some people trust you, some people won't. But when they give you $100, they'll give you a month to pay it back, okay? You pay it back, great. No harm, no foul. And then they go, okay, next time you ask for money, I know you'll pay me back in a month, okay? But if you don't pay it back in a month, what people do is say, hey, you got to pay me a little extra for holding on to that money. Let's say $5, right? Okay, great, right? So then every month you don't pay the $100 back, you have to pay them $5 until you pay the whole thing. This is just the basic concept of the whole thing. And then so banks, that's what they do basically. They'll offer you a credit card. So just say you need to buy a car or you need to buy a motorcycle. You need to buy a hair dryer or something. I don't know. You need to buy a house. So you have to build up your credit so you'll find someone that's going to actually let you borrow all that money and they eventually pay it back. Now, thing is, some places trust you more than others. Some people will be more scrutiny. They'll qualify you. Like if you don't have a job, then chances of getting a decent credit card are pretty slim, right? If you're a student, maybe, but then if you have a really high-paying job, then yeah, they're going to be throwing their credit cards at you. Okay. Now let's face it. The fact is, the banks, they want you to spend a lot of money that you can't pay back. Okay? Because if you keep paying them back within that 30 days, they make zero money. Zero. Okay? But most people aren't going to be the type of people that pay it back on time. For me, for most of my life, I was one of those people. So God knows how much money I paid the banks extra on penalties and late fees and interest charge and all that stuff. I think at one point my credit score was like at 540. I don't know. I scored higher in math SAT than my credit score. That's how bad it was. Well, yeah, English, no, my credit score was higher than my English. So, but yeah, when you have bad credit, okay, what happens is people judge you. You know, you're not supposed to judge. You're like, oh, he's fat, he's skinny. Oh, his voice is too low. His voice is too high. No, that's all superficial stuff. But your credit score doesn't lie, right? When you get older, I wouldn't be surprised if people just say like on a date, it's like, yeah, well, what do you do for a living? Oh, yeah, I'm a teacher. Oh, okay, well, more important, what's your credit score, right? And it's funny because if you have a low credit score, you have all your it's everything's against you. You have a high score, like somebody says like, "Oh yeah, my credit score is 800." You're like, "Oh my gosh, will you marry me?" Right? Even if they have like 720 or something like that, that's what you want. That those scores, you're like, "Oh my gosh," right? So I'll be honest with you, because if you guys are wondering, right, I have no, so I recently got rated, and then my credit score is 689. All right. So 689, it's not bad, but it's not good either. If you want like the best rates for like, mortgages and cars and stuff, you need to be in like 720, 740 area, right? But mine, it's like I got 689. I don't know how the heck they got that. I know that on my Experian, I was like, it's 750, but my TransUnion was like 660. It's like, how in the heck that discrepancy? So what it comes down to is like, like about 6 years ago. 6 years ago is when I started like being really responsible, paying everything in full. I had a lot of credit card debt, like my car loan, all that kind of stuff, and I paid it down, right? But then I'd be living paycheck to paycheck on my credit cards. And then so the thing that I was using was my Costco. I love Costco. So you get that black card, and then back then it was the American Express card, and you use it for all your Costco and gas. Go, ooh, I'm getting money back, whatever, right? But it builds up. And then I had a Bank of America card that I had, and I didn't use that much, but still, you have the balance, and all of a sudden, you're just juggling these two balances, and you can't pay it off because you're paying your rent and stuff like this. All of a sudden, it's horrible. So what happened is I had some bad marks way back then, and student loans is a mess. But 6 years ago, I started paying everything on time. I paid off my Costco. I paid off the Bank of America and the car in the meantime. But what happened is on my credit report for that 7th year, it's still haunting me, And then so that's why my credit score is bad. But after about March, I should be fine. So the reason why I'm doing this is because, yes, I had that credit card for Costco, but then I had it with the my old business that I had. I had this entertainment business way back in the day, and I stopped doing it, and then but I still kept using the credit card. And so what you need to know when you have the credit card, they have something called like debt to income ratio or debt to credit ratio or something like that. So how much credit you have and how much you use it and how much it's zero, right? So if you have $10,000 in credit and then you're using 9,999 of it, then that means you're not that responsible. But if you have 10,000 credit and you have like zero balance, then they go, oh, wow, this person is pretty responsible, right? Now, the thing is, I paid off my Bank of America card, and then that's at zero, okay? And then, but the Costco one, I just been using that one like crazy. I get like maybe like $500 a year or something like that, the cash back thing. Like, ooh, it pays for the $100 fee or whatever it is, whatever stupid thing it is, right? But that's what I did. Everywhere I ate my gas, my fill up with gas or, go vacations, all the different things. But what happened was I realized on my credit report, they weren't reporting it from my Costco stuff to my credit. I'm going, wait a minute. All this hard work I've been doing with the Costco stuff, it's doing zero because it's like on some business credit. So my business credit score is probably pretty awesome, right? But anyways, it comes to a thing where yesterday, okay, I called them. I said, hey, is there a way you could change my business into a personal? They're like, no, you can't. You got to like cancel your business and then get the personal one, whatever. You can have both if you want. So, okay. Because I'm moving and I'm probably have to buy a lot of stuff. And then I was wondering if you had those promo things so I don't have to get a brand new card. It says like 0% interest for 2 years, whatever. Do you guys have something like that? So I could just keep Costco as my main card. They're saying no. Okay, fine. So you know what? I'm just going to keep it for maybe another week. They're like, no, you can't do it. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, based on the information you gave us, we have to cancel your credit card. I go, oh my gosh, you guys are horrible, right? So now my Costco card is just my membership card now. And then so that money I don't have credit anymore, and I had that Bank of America one. So my Bank of America one, the reason why I have that is because I had that card for probably like 25 years, right? And then so you need cards that are like lines of credit that are really old, at least 10 years or older, whatever. Now, if you close it, then you lose that average age of your stuff, right? So I figure, okay, you know what? Can you guys adjust my interest rate? It's like 25%. By the way, 25% is really high. So every year you borrow $100, they charge you $25. That's like stupid high. And then it's like, no, can't do it. Oh, can you increase my credit limit? They go, okay, let's do a soft check. No, can't do it. So do you have that bonus thing that you give your new members for the 0%? Nope, can't do it. So they're just denying like crazy. I'm like, why would I want to use this card? I can't cancel it because I'm not paying the annual fee and stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So Bank of America card, if I had a choice to get another one again, this would not be it. I would not get that card. But just because I have it, I think I got it when I was a student or something, when I was like younger or whatever. Maybe they're the only ones that gave me a card. Who knows, right? A lot of people, they will keep their first card just because the length of age, right? So in college, if you go to junior college or regular college, the credit card companies will give you a credit card because they figure, you know what, you're gonna graduate, get a good job, and you're gonna be a lifelong customer, right? Yeah, I'm pretty much a lifelong customer of Bank of America, even though I don't want to use them. Okay, now that I pay off my bills, like just say I spend what I could pay at the end of the month, so I don't have to do the interest. I mean, why? I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't like spending extra money like that. So that's the thing. So whatever credit card I use is not going to benefit for me because I don't carry balance. Okay. If you're carrying a balance, okay, you want to get a card that has really low interest rate, the lowest you could possibly get, or transfer in, like Discover It. I think they keep your balance for like 2 years or something at 0%, and then it balloons to like 20%, whatever it is. Okay. They'll give you 20 months to pay it. All right. But that's a different story too. On this one, I had to figure out what's the best card I could get. So I'm going on the internet, and then they're telling me all these different things. They're saying like, oh yeah, well, you know, Capital One something card. I'm like, no, first of all, I'm not going to get a Capital One card because I don't know how many years I've been spammed by Capital One. They sent me stuff in the mail. They're like, you know, you get the emails, Capital One this, Capital One that. It's like, screw that. I don't want that card. But they're saying it's the best reward card. F it. I don't want that card. And then they said US Bank. It's like, okay, they have like a 18-month, you know, no interest or whatever. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. But what else do they give you? Nothing. Okay, I don't have interest in that card either, right? And then so there's other cards that what they're going to do is they're going to give you rewards, okay? Usually it's like every $100 you do, or every dollar you get like a penny, okay? And then sometimes it's a, you know, 0.0125 or 0.015 if it's really good, you know? And then, you know, it's like whatever company you use, they're going to give you the benefits. So if you go to Disneyland a lot, you get the Disney card. Why? Because when you spend money, you're going to start getting credits for like Disney tickets or stuff like that. Or if you get the Southwest Airline ones, if you fly Southwest Airlines, you buy the stuff and you'll get bonus for flights. And then, you know, if you go to China a lot, you want to go to one of those airlines that fly to China all the time and you get discounts. Make sense? So now it's not like there's actually one great card in particular for anybody saying like, okay, this is the end all, right? No, you have to get what benefits you. Okay. Now let's backtrack a little because I know some people, they're in the beginning stages of the credit. Hey, Tracy, how's it going? I just got a Chase Sapphire Reserve and I'm talking about it. So if you have zero credit, what you have to do is you have to get a secured credit card. what it is you pay like $300 or something like that, right? And they keep that $300, but they give you a credit card worth $300, and you treat it just like a credit card. You pay, you buy something, you pay it back. You buy something, pay it back. And at the end of the year, if you don't mess up on your payments, they could change it into a regular credit card and give you back your $300, and all of a sudden your credit history will start, right? And you build from there, right? And then so that's to get your way from to an unsecured credit card. But anyways, I'm past that point. So all this history, I got my score up from really low to 689. And so I figure, okay, I got to see what people like to get. Now there's the American Express, like the Centurion card. That one, like you have to be like major baller or whatever. But American Express has some good perks on theirs. One of my friends has the Platinum. And then, like, you know, they have like all these awards, always traveling to Vegas and stuff like that. Like, oh, wow, it's a pretty cool card, right? But then another one of my friends has the Chase Sapphire. So they're the Platinum or Preferred. What is this? These people are lighting me up. Okay. So what happens is the Preferred, Chase Sapphire Preferred, has a $95 annual fee. I'm like, that sucks. That's horrible. But a sign-up bonus, they give you 100,000 points. 100,000 points means you get $1,000 after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. I'm like, okay, I think I could do that. Who can't, right? But it's like, okay, so you're making $600 off the first year, but, you know, what happens the next year? So then the friend said, oh, yeah, well, I get about, you know, maybe $2,500 a year, you know, off the rewards. And I'm like, okay, that's better than what I was getting at Costco, right? But the one that's higher, the Chase Platinum Reserve, that one, it's $500, right? $495, whatever, right? $500 for the annual fee. I go, oh my gosh, that's crazy, right? But then the reward perks are better. And then some of the things that did it for me was you get $300 worth of credit for travel. I'm like, okay, I think I could take a flight to Mexico a year or something. Who knows, right? And then another thing was for the global entry, I have that. It's really awesome. It's like it lets you do the Sentry from the Mexico, and it lets you do Nexus from Canada. And then when you come back from another country, international flight, you get to go through like this special global entry lane, and it's great. It's like a passport on steroids, and you get $100 credit every 4 years, and that's how much it costs to get the global entry. So it's like, okay, I could use that. So that's $400 worth of stuff that I'd probably use anyway, and then so basically I'm paying $100. So, and they give you like a 60,000 point start off, and then their points are worth more than the other points. So I think 60,000 points adds up to like about $800, $900. So I'm like, okay, I guess I could try it for a year and see, right? And it might be awesome, or it might not. But this one, it's like, okay, the reality is that, like, you know, what stores do I go the most? You know, Costco and Amazon. There's an Amazon card, but do I really want to just keep buying stuff from Amazon all the time? I mean, you know, it's like, okay, your reward for spending a lot of Amazon is you could spend more on Amazon. I'm like, you know, PayPal. You could get a PayPal credit card, and for using PayPal a lot, you could get more PayPal. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't want a food reward. I'm already fat, right? But I figured travel, okay, most people like traveling. I like traveling, and might as well. Let's see what happens. Right, but the good thing is they approved me. I did it like at 2 a.m, and then they approved me like at 2:04 in the morning, and then so I'm just waiting for that card to come back. So I'm gonna spend everything on this thing, right? And yeah, I know some people try to like wheel around the system, and like, well, I don't know how I got wheel around. They try to like mess around with the system and then try to get like all these bonus points and free stuff. That's not my goal. You know, I just needed a card that I'm going to use for everything. So when I had to buy furniture, great, could do that, get my travel points, right? I don't have to spend it at Costco. Because what am I going to get? A bunch of churros? I love Costco, by the way. Don't get me wrong. But when I move up to the high desert, there's a Costco there. But then the place that I'm probably going to be living, it's about 25 to 30 minutes away. And I'm not going to be spending as much as on gas. So I don't know how much I'm going there. And when I go there, I'll probably just go get the regular grocery stuff so I can cook my meals. I don't know. We'll see. But I don't think I'm going to be spending as much at Costco as I have been in the past. So that's why, all right, if I'm going to get my credit run, I'm going to get it on something where I could travel. So I'm going to go for the travel points. And this one, you know, the reviews are really good. And then supposedly you need a really high credit score. But then I don't know how I got it. I only got a 689. But, you know, hopefully one day get to 720, get that low interest rate for the house, buy that house, move on, live happily ever after. And then all this background you see will be a different thing. I won't look like a 50-year-old single dude just hanging out at home with Disney posters singing to a camera. I'll be a 50-year-old single dude living at home with a nice background, right? I mean, yeah, I could green screen it, whatever. Okay. But I actually have to bounce because my ride's here. If you are interested in this type of stuff, I have a lot of financial people that talk, and then I just sit there and I just geek out, just listen to them. So if you want to know more about these things, but on this one, it's like the best credit card to get. You guys know my lifestyle. You guys could look to see what I do. You guys look at all of the videos. And then, so I chose this one. Some people will choose the American Express one. And then when you choose the different banks, there's just so many different choices to do it. And hey, Brian, what's going on? So, yeah. And if you need indoor furniture construction, Brian Coford, he's right there. Thanks a lot, dude. So anyways, yeah, that's going to have to go. Now, on Friday, I'm going to have one of the most exciting days of videos on Friday. All right? I'm just giving you a pre-warning thing right now. My mom's birthday, and then I found a place that I'm going to be living for at least a couple months up there, right? But then, you know, my mom's going to check it out, and then my brother's going to come up, and we're going to eat, Harold the Handyman, and, you know, I got to hook up my utilities and stuff. So then they get to see, you know, where I live. But we're going to celebrate my mom's birthday. And then so I have videos all day that it's going to be pretty exciting. Yes. I mean, this place, I remember when I first found this place, it was $1,000, 2-bedroom, month to month. It's like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to live there for like a year. Then I'll buy a house or something. I had crappy credit score. I was probably like 600. Who knows? Oh, yeah, right. Anyways, 10 years later, I'm still here, but I'm only paying $1,175. So over there, it'll probably be similar price, but, you know, I'll be able to get a little bigger place. So we'll see. And then, but anyways, moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. But until then, yup, I got the text. I got to go. So anyways, it's time to go. Yes. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing the song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. All right, I want to say thanks, Madison, Tracy, and Brian. Some other random person is watching, and you that's watching. I know my mom's watching out there. Yes. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. So, it's Friday, big day. Remember, Chase Sapphire Reserve. But I'll see you Friday for my mom's birthday. Happy trails to